Have you ever finished a meal and felt like your stomach size has become twice? Your trousers, jeans feel tight, you keep on burping, you feel heavy, uncomfortable all day. If this is all familiar to you, you are not the only one. Every day as a gastroenterologist, I see many patients who tell me, "Doctor, sometimes I look like 6 months pregnant by the evening." Most people think bloating is caused by gas. Some people, in fact, have very little gas inside but feel extremely bloated, while others may have a lot of gas and might not even notice it. In this video, I will explain why many Indians feel bloated daily, biggest mistakes, and most importantly, what you can do to prevent. What is bloating? Bloating is that uncomfortable feeling, fullness, that pressure in the abdomen, tight feeling in your stomach. Sometimes your abdomen actually looks visibly larger, distended. Even others can notice it feels like swollen from inside. As gastroenterologists, we distinguish between bloating, which is a sensation of fullness or pressure, but your abdomen is not actually distended. Whereas genuine abdominal distension is when the size of the abdomen actually increases. Understanding this is important because it identifies what the underlying problem is. One of the biggest reasons what I see in my clinical practice for bloating, it has got nothing to do with the food. It is how people are eating the food. It is the speed at which they eat. Many people finish an entire meal in less than 5 or 10 minutes. When you eat quickly, you tend to swallow air. You tend to chew food less thoroughly. Larger food particles enter the stomach. So the stomach has to do that extra work. Food can sit in the stomach for longer. Digestion becomes less efficient. Your stomach needs good 20 minutes to signal the brain that it is full. So eating too fast can lead to overeating. That tends to stretch the stomach, contribute to that heaviness, bloating. Simple thing to do is to slow down, chew the food thoroughly, try not to engage in a lot of talking during eating, and spend good 20 minutes to enjoy a healthy meal. Secondly, our gut bacteria, our intestines have trillions of bacteria which are essential for our digestion. When these bacteria ferment certain carbohydrates, they naturally produce gases like hydrogen, methane, carbon dioxide, which is completely normal. However, there are certain foods which are fermented much more than others. Examples, let's take onions, garlic, chickpeas, rajma, beans, even certain fruits like mangoes, watermelon, also artificial sweeteners, even in some people wheat. So these foods contain carbohydrates, what we call as FODMAPs, which means they are poorly absorbed in some people. It doesn't mean these foods are unhealthy. Most people can eat all these foods and can be absolutely fine. In some people, it creates problem, which means these particular individuals digest these foods very differently. Many of my patients, I see they improve dramatically once you identify which food is triggering their symptom. Third issue is the constipation. This is one of the most overlooked causes of bloating. Longer the stool remains in the large intestine, in the colon, there is more fermentation by the gut bacteria. More fermentation means there is more gas production inside. More gas means the intestine colon starts to stretch, making the abdomen feel heavy, uncomfortable. Many people say they pass stool every day, so they cannot be constipated. Constipation doesn't mean that you're not going every day. Are you passing hard stools? Are you having difficulty in passing the stools? Do you feel the sense it's not completely emptied? Are you putting undue pressure, excessive straining? All this can be classed as constipation. In many people, just treating constipation often reduces that bloating and gas substantially. Fourth reason is the stress, that brain-gut connection. These days, everyone knows our digestive system, brain has got very strong connection. It constantly communicates. So stress can alter how our gut moves, how sensitive it can become. Two people might have exactly the same amount of gas. One will notice more than the other. So the other person might be complaining of a lot of discomfort, bloating, pain. So this is the kind of thing which we see commonly in people with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, where the gut has become unusually extra sensitive to even normal digestive processes. So poor sleep, anxiety, chronic stress, overthinking can all make bloating worse. The fifth reason why people have bloating, they might be suffering with genuine medical issues. Persistent bloating is not something which should be taken lightly, and it's not something you should ignore. They may have lactose intolerance, which we can demonstrate by a simple breath test. They may have bacterial overgrowth of the small intestine, SIBO. That's again we can demonstrate by a hydrogen breath analysis. They may have gluten allergy, celiac disease. They may have delayed, lazy stomach. Emptying can be affected. There might be other issues in women, large ovarian cysts. Some people have liver disease where there is fluid accumulation. Even sometimes gastrointestinal cancers can present with persistent bloating. So this is why self-diagnosing as just gas for months together, it's not a good idea. So this is what I tell my patients, 5 simple ways to avoid bloating. Firstly, eating slowly, taking good 20 minutes to finish the meal, try and avoid overeating. Large meals stretch the stomach, increases your discomfort and bloating. Secondly, walking for 15-20 minutes post meals. It doesn't need to be brisk. Light activity helps stimulate the normal movement of the gut. Thirdly, identifying certain trigger foods, keeping a food diary rather than just eliminating multiple foods. There might be 1 or 2 foods that might be triggering it. Treating constipation, this is important. A healthy bowel habit can dramatically reduce bloating. Avoid unnecessary detox products, colon cleansers. There is no scientific evidence that they will improve the bloating, and sometimes they can even actually cause more problem. Remember, bloating is a symptom. It is not a disease. For some people, it's simply a lifestyle issue. For others, this might be a sign of underlying gastrointestinal disease. The good news is, in many people, a simple cause can be easily identified and can be promptly treated. If you're struggling with bloating every day, having to take various medicines, home remedies, antacids, you've tried all the other stuff at home and you're still struggling to figure out why you're constantly bloated, you need to see a medical gastroenterologist. If you found this video helpful, please share it with others and also do subscribe to this channel for more science-based digestive health videos. Thank you.